I can see them skulking in the bushes. They sniff me out, the dirty rats. You have to help me, Mousy. I am the only one who can defeat the Rat King. The junkyard in Kopachi. You hold the fate of the world in your hands. Please, hurry.
Why did Tarakan turn to you for help? He's been here a while. Surely he has other people who can do his bidding. He knows more about you and me than he's letting on. Watch out, my love.
Looks like the old loon can handle himself just fine. A trail of dead rats? Well, that can't be a coincidence.
I hate being outside. Cold, wet, and...
Volodya, is that you? Stop playing games, you fucking idiot.
What's that smell? Did someone take a shit out here or what?
That's a lot of blood. NER must have really worked him over. I hope he's still alive.
It's just one just one guy! One guy! Get him! Tango's behind cover! Careful!
Divine Providence guided your hand. I'm too important to be killed by NAR's minions.
We seem destined to keep running into each other, so you might as well come on board.
You failed me, and now you want to join me? You are one cheeky little rodent, Mousy. You let my secrets fall into the hands of the Rat King.
I had no choice, Tarakan. I had to look for clues about Tatiana's disappearance. I have to exhaust every avenue, no matter the cost.
You have a big heart that sometimes leads you to make bad decisions, Mousy. But I understand. What's done is done. The Rat King must know all about my hiding places by now, so I'll need to find a new one. I will join you.
I've got some questions for you, and it's very important that you answer as best you can.
I will certainly try, Mousy.
First, how did you get Tatiana's music box?
She came to me. The woman in the red dress.
She came to you? Where? When?
In my dreams. She has haunted my nights for years. She told me where to find it. The music box. She mentioned you, too.
What did she say, exactly?
She advised me that you could be an important instrument in the fight against the Rat King. She also wanted you to see the music box, to convince you that all this is real.
I keep seeing her too. At first I thought it must be my imagination, but...
No, don't say that. She's completely real. Don't doubt it for another moment.
Why was NAR trying to kill you?
Isn't it obvious, Mousy?
Nothing is obvious to me right now.
I'm the only person who stands between humanity and the Rat King. His minions will try to kill me every chance they get.
Okay, why don't you retire the act for a while? Who are you, really?
What act? There is nothing more real than this. Tarakan is more real than you are.
Does your name have some special meaning?
Tarakan means cockroach. And that is what I am. A humble being reborn from the ashes of Chernobyl's destruction. Tiny, but resilient. I used to be a person like you, Mousy. But when Divine Providence called upon me to face the Rat King, Tarakan was born.
All right. Good talk.
Rhino 3, this is Bluebird. Do you read? Over.
This is Rhino 3, reading you loud and clear, Bluebird. Over.
Rhino 3, change of plans. Jack Frost is heading for the Kapachi Kindergarten. ETA 3 hours. Provide support for a helo. Over.
Wilco, Bluebird, we're moving out. ETA 2 hours. Over and out.
Jack Frost? That's an old nickname me and Boris gave Professor Semenov when we were still students. Could it be? He brought me here to Pripyat years ago. Helped me get Tatiana a position too. And now he works for NAR? He must have his reasons. And he's always been a brilliant scientist. He's still my best shot at finding Tatiana. I need to see him.
Your old mentor, huh? Try and find him if you think it's important. Just be extra careful.
I'm always careful, Olivier.
You'll most likely have an escort. Try to sneak past. Don't go Rambo on them.
Hello, Mousy. Ready to continue our great work?
Pripyat Secondary School number 3. The biggest of the 5. My friend Nadia's daughter used to go here.
I remember. They had an outstanding program. Art, languages, and most importantly,
Science?
naturally. I bet you can still find a portrait of Lomonosov or Newton hanging up there.
Cute. But that's not all they taught us at this school, is it?
What are you getting at?
Propaganda speeches, military drills, preparing little kids for World War III. What do you do when the evil capitalists drop an atomic bomb on your house? Duck and cover? No. You put on your gas mask and marching boots, grab a rifle and rush the enemy. You kill it. You crush it. You annihilate it. Even when you die, you're not free. So when the party commands it, you rise up from the dead to fight it again. And most of all, you keep your mouth shut. All your life, you protect the state's secrets. Then you take them to your grave.
Those were different times. The Cold War mentality and us versus them routine. A lot has changed.
But has it? Really?
Yes, it has. We live in a new world now.
Look around you. How is this new world working out for you? These children. They were raised to fight the enemy. But how do you fight an invisible enemy? You can't see it. You can't taste it. Yet, you can feel how it penetrates your body, corrupts you from the inside. And you, Igor? Who are you fighting against?
Everyone and everything that stands between me and you, Tanya.
And what if you're wrong? What if the enemy is you?
What are you saying?
Time to move, Igor. We're done here. The Azure swimming pool. It brings back so many memories.
Tatiana Fomina Amelieva, youngest freestyle champion swimmer in Pripyat. You know, I sometimes think you missed your calling. It would have been best if you'd pursued a career in sport.
Give me a break. I was never going to be another Galina Prozumenchikova. I never would have won any Olympic gold medals. For me, it was always about this feeling of freedom, being able to float and become weightless. That was my refuge.
Swimming. Yes. We always wanted to teach our...
Say it.
I can't.
Do you think you would have made a good father, Eagle?
I don't know. You tell me.
Huh. How do you know I'm not just a voice in your head, my love? There are things you need to figure out by yourself. Unfortunately, I can't help you.
Okay. All right. Yes. I think I'd make a good father. I would do everything to protect our child. Everything to keep him or her from drowning.
Like you kept me from drowning?
That's not fair. Why? Why are you doing this?
I'm not doing anything, my love. You are doing it to yourself. Come, Igor. We still have one more place to visit. Remember this place?
Oh, this is... It's our old apartment. How could I have forgotten it?
Perhaps you wanted to forget. Perhaps you needed to forget, Igor. It used to be our past and future, both. But it's just an empty shell now.
I wonder what happened to all our stuff. My desk, my books, your violin.
Who knows? It's all gone now. Stolen, ruined, torn apart.
It must have been extremely irradiated. It would all be worthless anyway. The liquidators probably removed it all. They had to bury it. Or perhaps some low-life smugglers took it. People are so predictable. They'll snatch up whatever they can carry if the opportunity arises. I once heard a story about a guy who stole a window because...
I don't care about any stupid windows, and neither do you. You're only trying to distract yourself with those pointless little antidotes.
From what?
From what you should have faced the minute you came back to the zone. Instead, you chose to run around like a cowboy and fight a bunch of mercenaries, and unravel the secrets of Chernobylite. When it's been right here all this time, staring you in your face, the truth about us.
It's just an empty apartment, Tanya.
It's the truth.
Tanya, where do you put my book?
What book is that?
My Lomonosov.
It should be on your desk.
I checked the desk already. It's gone.
Check again.
I told you. Wait, now it's back again. But how?
Magic, Igor. Pure magic.
Hello.
Olivier, something you wanted to talk about?
Someone. What do you make of this Tarakan guy?
I don't know yet. He's a very complicated personality.
Complicated, huh? That's a cute way to say insane.
Well, that certainly is a possibility. But he also knows a lot about NAR, the Shadows, and the incident. Maybe even more than we do. We cannot ignore that.
You think his grotesque costume, the fetishes, and manic blathering are some kind of act?
Maybe. Maybe he's just got an overdeveloped sense of humor or something.
Fuck his sense of humor. Over the many years I've spent in the field, I've developed a kind of sixth sense. A gut feeling about people. Right now, My gut is telling me there's something sketchy about this guy.
Maybe your gut is just hungry. Did he consider that?
I'm glad your sense of humor is intact, Kiminyuk. But if Tarakan endangers our mission in any way, I hope you kick his shaggy shamanic ass out of our base.
They are close, Mousy. I can hear them screeching under the floor. Filthy rodents.
Rats, you mean? You think those furry buggers can eat through a concrete wall?
But something is amiss. The Rat King. I can't hear him anymore.
Is he gone?
He's never truly gone. But sometimes he goes away. And then it's like...
What?
It's like the cobwebs are all blown away. I can think clearly for a moment. And I remember... things.
What do you remember?
A hospital. People in white gowns. A madman strapped to a gurney, screaming in terror. And myself. I'm strapped down too. Why are you doing this? I don't belong here. Let me out.
Calm down. Everything's going to be fine. It's all in the past now.
You can't keep me here against my wishes.
Tarakan, please. You're safe now.
What? Where am I?
Mikhail's warehouse. You're safe.
Nobody is safe from the Rat King, little mouse. Not ever. Don't you ever forget that.
Ah, yes. Our old friend, the Rat King. I guess everything's back to normal then. Hey there, Tarakan. I was wondering if there's anything you'd like to teach me.
But of course, I have been blessed with the wisdom of the great Ratcatcher. And I've also spent a lot of time in the zone. I can give you some pointers.
Fantastic. I'm ready to learn.
This is a big day for you, Mousy. For today, you get to be the cat. Thanks to your PDA thingy upgrade, you can now detect those pesky NAR soldiers, shadows, and living creatures in general. I also replaced your regular battery with a more advanced one. For a while, you'll be able to run a scan more often than usual. But throw it away afterwards, or it will explode. Whether you're out on a hunt or simply trying to avoid danger, it's pretty useful if you ask me, Mousy. Now let's do a live practice. I'll hide, and you find me. I hope you understood everything. You're such a clever Mousy after all. Close your eyes and count to 100. And no peeking.
Where did that old fool go? Better use my PDA to scan the surroundings.
Mousy, this took longer than I'd hoped. You'd better improve, or the next rat you meet will also be the last. Ah, Mousy, this took longer than I'd hoped.